I'm gonna react to Cody Ko reacting to Bridalplasty. What the hell was this show?
Thinking a lot about weddings and what I want my wedding to look like. And do you ever do that? Picture your perfect wedding?
Well, mine was like 8 years ago, so it's long gone. I don't plan on having another one.
And everything is wonderful. You know, your family's there, your friends are there, everyone's dressed up. Everything is just so beautiful, except for you. Because you're ugly. You ever feel like that? Well, this reality competition show from 2010 offers a solution for people like you that feel like that. This show, called Bridalplasty, it was on E, I believe. They took a bunch of soon-to-be brides, they stuck them all in a house together, they made them live together away from their fiancés, and they made them compete with each other, doing like weird challenges. And the winner not only wins her dream wedding, all expenses paid, but also wins a list of plastic surgeries that they want. Oh, that got dark.
As you guys know, of course, I'm not against plastic surgery. And I think that if they're getting surgeries prior to their wedding that were things that they wanted to do anyway for a long time, and they just happened to be able to get that paid for through the show, that might be reasonable. If they're getting a list of surgeries that some show producer wants them to get, that's kind of messed up.
People winning plastic surgery.
Every bride wants to look...
I mean, plastic surgery is expensive. Not everyone can afford it, and especially not every type of surgery. They might be able to afford it if they go out of state, out of the country, but if they want it with someone reputable, that of course is going to cost more.
Perfect on her wedding day. But some may need some extra help.
I definitely need a breast lift.
There's a little excess tissue here.
A little?
Oh, I recognize that guy. Isn't he on Botch now? the bro or something?
Now there's a place where they can come to complete their quest for ultimate perfection.
It's so funny that like...
Yeah, the ultimate perfection part is, you know, that's really not a great way of putting it. You know, we never promise people perfection. It's always about improving things and helping turn them into like maybe the best version of themselves, but there's no such thing as perfection.
It's so funny that like all of America at one point, like this was only 12 years ago, all of America 12 years ago watched shows like this. And collectively we're like, yeah, that person's fucking busted. Yeah, they need all the help they can get. That person is ugly. Yeah, circle the areas on their body that are... Can you do that? Yeah, that's great. Yeah, just so we all know which exact areas on their body are bad.
So it's interesting because when it comes to the face, we rarely circle things when people come in just for a consultation. I think body surgeons maybe do that more frequently.
God, that person is up. They don't deserve to get married until they get fixed. There's like this, there's the swan, there was...
Yeah, I mean, I can totally understand his interpretation. It's almost like the plastic surgery, it becomes like a prerequisite to getting married, which is messed up. But sometimes like the person themselves, like the bride-to-be, might want some form of an improvement prior to getting married. And so that is their right to pursue plastic surgery. I know that there were these shows, and we have some other types of shows now, but, you know, he's saying this was like 12 years ago, and that now maybe things are different. But the truth is, plastic surgery is even more popular today than it was back then, and it's more, people are more open about talking about their experience, and this was maybe one of the early times, this type of show where people were public about that type of process. But now, you know, you have people on Instagram and other areas online where YouTube, where they're sharing their plastic surgery experience.
There's like this, there's the swan, there was Extreme Makeover, like there's a handful of these shows where we're all just like, yo mom, come look at how ugly this person is. Ah, you know, your mom comes downstairs.
The other thing to keep in mind is that a lot of the celebrities that you see that are, you know, getting married and they look so perfect, like most of them have had plastic surgeries, as you guys know from this channel. So if you're comparing these individuals to those celebrities, that's not fair either, because they've had all the resources. They've been able to pay for much of it themselves because of the money they've made through, you know, TV and movies and that sort of thing.
Oh, sweetheart, turn that off. That person is God, that person is up.
The brides will compete for the chance to have plastic surgery procedures before their wedding day.
I don't understand how that footage is like legal. That was footage of a doctor like jamming a liposuction hose in someone's skin. Just surgery. I don't understand surgery videos. I see those on TikTok sometimes too. It's like, how are those not illegal?
I don't know why they should be illegal. We try on YouTube to censor some of the footage, or people not wanting to see some of those that raw type of footage. These are procedures that are done in most of the time very legal settings. So there's nothing illegal about showing the footage, as long as it's respecting the patient's privacy.
Why is nudity banned on every platform, but for some reason literal surgery? So you can't show your skin, but yeah, you can show inside your skin, sure.
There's something less sensual about seeing the body open and being inside underneath the skin than seeing, like he said, like the breast or the nipple.
Inside someone's skin. Yeah, no, go ahead. Yeah, show that to kids. They gotta know that when you get older, if you don't look how you want to look and you got a little money, you can fix that.
Well, that's essentially how plastic surgery works. And he may not approve of it, but, even for guys, hair transplant is a cosmetic plastic surgery. And it's the most common cosmetic surgery that's done, in men. And I'm sure Cody probably knows someone who's had a hair transplant.
A lot of wedding dress, that's for sure.
That's what you're supposed to do, right? When you pick out a dress. Pick out a dress with a little bit of room. So you can really fill it out with all the procedures that you're getting.
She will also get a celebrity-style dream wedding. After being away from her fiancé for 4 months, she will finally walk down the aisle.
So 4 months is, in my opinion, not enough time. It's probably good for the show because they need to complete the filming of the show. But surgical recovery can easily take a year, for everything to recalibrate and to stabilize. And, I don't know how soon after they start the show they can even get the surgery. And then I worry that the time between the end of their surgery to the actual wedding is just not long enough.
And he will lift her veil to reveal her new look.
What the f***? How is this real?
Also, they don't see them until after. Okay, so yeah, that's interesting. The groom doesn't see the bride to be until the wedding day, and then they see their new look. Yeah, that's a bit twisted. Yeah, that's a little strange.
Her fiance for
this right here. I can't believe that these guys are just cool with this. Like, shouldn't they be like, babe, no, you look beautiful. Like, you're the girl I fell in love with. I've wanted to marry you this whole time. You don't have to go. Instead, they're just like, yeah, have fun. Get out of here. You got a lot of work to do before we tie the knot. Get out of here. When you come back, when I see you next, I want to be turned on. All right? Because right now, I am not. All right, have fun. Mike, what's good? Yeah, no, just send her off. The ogre's out of the house. She went to surgery camp or something. I don't know what she's doing. Yeah, you want to play some video games or what's good?
That is an interesting concept, I have to admit. I didn't realize they just get the surgery and show up for their wedding day, post-op. Yeah, that was not how I would have planned the show out. I understand if you have plans to get married and there's always been this one procedure that you wanted to do to make yourself feel better about yourself, and then you win this show, this competition, and then you get that procedure, and then over time eventually you go for your actual wedding. That would make more sense for me.
You may kiss the bride. Oh. Hey.
Yeah, I wonder if any of the guys had that type of reaction that Cody is simulating here.
Nice to meet you. I'm Cody. Oh, yo, what's up? No, you don't look bad. I don't think we met.
I want to smack that nose right off her face right now.
So I guess that was part of the show, is that they would do competitions in every single episode, and if you won, then you won a surgery. But then you got the surgery and you had to go back into the house with the bandages on, as you're recovering. I feel like they just didn't really think that part through.
Yeah, I mean, surgical recovery, like I said, is a gradual process, and it's something where you definitely want to be surrounded by people who you trust, people who are very supportive. And if you're then competing with these individuals, I don't know how supportive they're going to be.
Present on a reality show when this is the state of your face. Just hopped up on painkillers. Just oh man, I couldn't be mad at anyone. Even if I wanted to be right now.
Can you see it?
Yeah,
See the nose?
The nose. Understandable. Okay, I got that. Obviously, the nose.
The nose, totally get that. Yeah, you got a beak on you. Gotta be honest, babe. Love ya. Your nose sucks ass. Or should I say smells ass? Because you could probably smell an ass from 6 miles away with that thing on your face.
Needless to say, I have definitely had more than enough experience with competing with women.
If she knows what she wants, she's gonna go and get it.
Oh, so she was Miss California, second runner-up. Oh, okay. She won that. That's great.
Experience with competing with women.
If she knows what she wants, she's gonna go and get it. So they just better watch out because there's no stopping her.
Yeah, it's very strange to introduce like competition into these things because there shouldn't be a competition to get these procedures. It should just come from like within that you really want this surgery for what you believe to be, you know, an insecurity, and you feel that it would be addressed with getting a surgical procedure. But to turn it into like this competition before a wedding, I think that's just there's too many elements there.
She knows what she wants, she's gonna go and get it. So, let's just hope that's a new nose and a new
What's wrong with my boobs?
I mean, nothing's wrong with them, but I mean...
Honey, I'm trying to get us a free wedding, okay? Fabulous, over-the-top, Hollywood, glam style.
Oh, so interesting. So she just said that she wants the free wedding. So I wonder if they just wanted a free wedding and they were willing to subject themselves to the plastic surgery in order to get the wedding paid for. That's an interesting idea. Messed up, I think. There are more reasons to not get plastic surgery than to get plastic surgery. And that would definitely be on the list of, like, do not do.
My mom was sick.
Whoa. Did she just throw her kid into the pool like that? She just tossed that kid right into the pool. I hope he can swim.
Sick and...
I
am...
What is she emotional about?
She had cancer, so the time was getting, closer, and she was just getting sicker.
Ugh. TV's so f***ed up.
Hi, ladies. I'm Shayna Mokler, and welcome to Bridalplasty.
I mean, boo.
You guys are all here because you want the perfect dream wedding, but that's not all you have in common.
You're also all busted as f***.
Head to toe plastic surgery makeovers. Yes? Here's how it's gonna work.
I swear to God, this is like an Adult Swim sketch.
But also, with the challenges come eliminations. So one by one, you will be going home until we just have one bride left.
Yeah, I wonder if the people who got booted from the show went and still got plastic surgeries done. That would be an interesting follow-up to the show.
Ugh, couldn't be me. I was the perfect bride on my wedding. And one of you will be the next perfect bride. But the rest of you will be little rat brides. Oh, just little gargoyle brides.
That one bride will have a first-class, celebrity-style dream wedding.
This means...
Damn, let's watch that again. That's me. That's me right now, honestly. Because that honestly did kind of appeal to me a little bit, that part of the prize. That part of the prize sounds pretty cool. An all expenses paid celebrity style wedding.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I wonder like what the true intentions were of these people going on the show. Maybe they were like, whatever, if they want to change, my breast size or my nose, they can do it as long as I can get the wedding paid for.
There's always going to be shock when someone comes home looking different, but that's what keeps life exciting.
That's the lesson. That's the lesson of this show. Things getting dry in your relationship or in your life, just get a whole bunch of plastic surgery.
I'm just thinking in terms of my own relationship with my wife. If she wanted to have certain, procedures done, like I'd like to know about what the plan was and, talk it through with her. I wouldn't want her to just surprise me one day and like kind of like coming home with like a new purse or something. That's one thing, but you're coming home with a new nose and new this and new that. That's a bit alarming. I don't think that's ideal.
Keeps life exciting. Elective surgical procedures.
Without further ado, please welcome Dr. Dubrow.
Yeah, it's the guy from Botch.
Yes, Dr. T. And man.
How is this real? That lady did not just go, yeah, Dr. T. Dr. T. That's my fucking favorite plastic surgeon.
I mean, I was surprised when I first met you guys because you're all so basically good looking. And, plastic surgery is really to make minor improvements to be a better version of yourself.
The family's at home. Boo! Boo, dude, you're lying. You're lying.
Allison, you have done...
Really?
It's not bad. It's not bad at all.
There are some things that are just not meant to be shown.
Oh, the music. Oh my God. That's so mean to put that music there.
You have perfect breasts for doing a breast augmentation, and then liposuction.
Perfect breasts for doing a breast augmentation. So that means they're not perfect.
Of the tummy.
Oh my God, you have perfect breasts for the procedure in which we fix them because they're like, it's so embarrassing. This whole consultation is playing on the TV in front of this whole living room of women sitting there being like, yeah, wow, you really do need that done. Is there anything more demeaning than sharpieing a section of someone's body and being like, I don't like that?
In general, you know, the way I work in my practice is people come to me with specific requests. And if they're reasonable and if they're just candidates for these procedures, then we can go through with it.
It's a body. Everyone's got bad on their bodies, except for me. All right, let's see what the first challenge looks like.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
When I walked into the bridal tent, they had all of our freaking photos in our bikini, and I was like, I'm so tired of seeing my freaking, skin and everything.
Yeah, a buddy of mine once went to a clinic for hair restoration, and they took like highly like zoomed in pictures of his scalp and just like showed it on this massive screen, and they kept pointing to different areas of his head that were like lacking hair, and he said he almost cried, and he said he was like willing to do anything to just like fix it, right? And so we try not to do that in the practice, and there are definitely ways that different clinics and different doctors might play off of certain people's insecurities. And you could argue that plastic surgery in general does that, but I think that if it's properly selected in a tasteful way, most of the time you're still doing the right thing for a person.
When I say go, you will race to finish the puzzle and assemble the new you. Now, ladies, over there is a tray with 10 syringes. As you finish your puzzles, you may grab a syringe, go downstairs where Dr. DeBro and his staff
Grab a syringe? Hopefully there's no needle on it.
We'll be having an exclusive first-class injectables party right here in the house.
I used to get asked like, oh, do you do Botox parties? I really just never liked the concept of that. And when I first started my practice, you're just looking to do something and to get known for something. Initially, I entertained it, and every time there was like some potential little Botox party thing, it always fell through. And I'm really glad that that was the case. I think in general, turning this stuff into like a party setting, especially if alcohol is at play, is like a terrible idea.
Injectables party? Oh my God!
I can actually have something worth $600 like injected into my face. Okay.
I know that's like a thing. I don't know.
Well, you're not injecting the money into your face. You are injecting usually hyaluronic acid, and this HA filler will usually migrate around the face over time. It has a lot of risk to vascular compromise. We have videos where we talk about all this stuff. So so it's not like just free money that's going around. It's something that is still a real procedure, and it needs to be treated like such.
I guess that's a thing. I've heard about that before. It's like a Botox party. Like you go and you like get Botox and like socialize. Like if you're gonna get a medical procedure done, why party?
I agree.
At the same time.
Puzzles will be invited to the party. The last two brides, well, let's just say you don't want to be the bottom brides.
Maybe it's in their favor to not be there if they never needed the filler in the first place.
Shayna, I'm done.
So the goal is you have to finish a puzzle that's a Photoshop picture of you to make you look better. God damn, this is so many levels of up.
Look at that excitement.
Pump me full of shit! I'm ready! Where are the needles? Where are the needles? Inject me! I see some over there in the lab.
I always get a little bit nervous when patients come in with that much excitement about anything. Usually that's like a red flag and spells trouble. You want people to have like a nice, cool demeanor and just like, like to be just normal about the whole process.
I'm starting to...
I don't know. I'm still on this injectable party thing. Just imagine coming home from that.
Yeah, and what are these photoshopped images? They didn't really show how they came up with the photoshopped images. Probably on the show they did. But I wonder if like there was any input from the bride-to-be about like how they want to look, or if it was just like experts telling them like, yo, you need this, you need this, you need that.
Sorry, you are the first one to be eliminated from Bridalplasty. Your wedding will still go on, but it just may not be perfect.
What wedding is ever perfect? I think a perfect wedding is when you just have your loved ones in the same room, same facility, or outdoors, wherever it is, but in one place, and you're just celebrating, a beautiful event. I mean, that's perfect. Everything else is extra.
Oh my God, I was joking about that before, that they would say something like that. That's wild that she actually said that. It may not be perfect. That's so cold.
Congratulations, sweetie.
Congratulations, sweetheart. Syringe right to the forehead. Congratulations. That's the winner's Botox.
Let us finally see the beautiful bride.
And now it's time for the big reveal.
The fiance wasn't sure if he should clap or not, or cry.
Standing over.
It almost feels like they probably held up a sign that said like, cry now, cheer now.
Ovation.
I mean, she looks nice.
Like, it's not even about the wedding. The whole thing was just a ceremony to reveal the results of your plastic surgery. Well, congrats to her. I'm sure that...
It does feel like the whole wedding and, her now husband, it's like a secondary afterthought.
Is a nice foundation for a real healthy marriage. And that's the lesson here. If you're not feeling as confident as you should, fix it.
Yeah, nothing's perfect in this world, and plastic surgery is definitely far from it. There's lots of things to unpack here. I think at the end of the day, there's a way to do any job well and to take it seriously and to do the right thing for patients. And at least that's what I try to do in my day-to-day life. And I think like if it's plastic surgery that's well selected for patients who've given the procedures that they're getting lots of thought over years, there is a very high percentage of satisfied people who are very happy that they went through the process. You're not going to make everyone happy, but I think like if you do it right, that a chance of success is high. So I appreciate Cody's reaction. I think many of the points that he brought up were wonderful, but I think there's a whole other side to this too, that a different side of the story that's not always told, which are like some of the benefits and the upside of plastic surgery, not just cosmetic, reconstructive as well. Comment below, let us know what you think about this reaction, about Cody's reaction, and about this Bridalplasty show, and if you'll maybe go back and watch it. Let us know. See ya.